A Brooklyn rapper inherits Chris Rock's beef and disses Will Smith.
This ain't a diss record, this an intervention, leveraging your celebrity to force feed records. No self-awareness, never getting the message. On the block, use a bustle on these streets, I am legend. Caught in the matrix, I don't care how this fool feel. Will they leave reality ODing on blue pills? Wasn't even acting on degrees of separation, you was just being you. Will Smith on some gay shit, must have caught concussions. You ain't too bright, whatever the day take, you stay away from the mic. Enemy of the state, with that junk you write. Nigga, your own wife like, fuck your life.
What up, words? Boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I can't say that I don't approve of this. I think Will Smith deserves every diss he gets. I think everybody that has something negative to say about Will Smith deserves their turn. I've seen an uptick of like all kind of videos coming out about Will Smith. Is Will Smith the corniest man alive? Like a lot of guys are taking shots at Will Smith, not even rapping wise. They're showing his whole life as a whole, and from the time he started, which was when I was young, and to right now, they're showing that Will Smith has always been kind of corny, but he's never been this hated. And there's a big drive right now. I don't know where it's coming from to just sully Will Smith. It's like easy right now. I think after this slap, and then especially with this freestyle where he came back and tried to own it. I don't know who told Will Smith to try to own that slapping incident. Now he's a tough guy, and if you see me on this, you disrespect me on the stage, expect me on the stage, all this shit. I think that someone told him wrong, because that was a very bad idea to try to act tough with this Chris Rock situation. I want to read this, but there's a Brooklyn rapper that he got a animated video, cartoon generated video which has like the Will Smith style beat that he rapped over, and he kind of went at Will Smith. He low key, you can tell he's a fan. You can tell that he used to listen and watch Will Smith, and he liked Will Smith, but he didn't like how Will Smith, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I got a video a few episodes back where I was mad. I'm still mad about that Will Smith tried to own that shit, and he was crying about it, and he was all contrite and all sad, and maybe one day me and Chris Rock could have a real conversation. I'll listen to him and I'll talk to him. He was open to it because he wanted to make amends with Chris Rock. Now he got a freestyle where if you talking crazy on the stage, expect me on the stage, like it's wild. And this guy Marco Polo wasn't having it. Let me read this conversation because I'm with him. Listen, Brooklyn, listen, I'm with it. Will Smith dissed by Brooklyn rapper in Chris Rock's name. Brooklyn rapper Marco Polovision claps at Will Smith with the fresh diss of Bel-Air, calling out the actor disrespecting Chris Rock yet again. Yes, he did disrespect Chris Rock again. That's how I feel, and a lot of people taking it like that. I think Chris Rock brother Tony Rock probably got something to say about this too. They just ain't sit him down and talk about it yet. Let me continue. Brooklyn rapper Marco Polovision has entered the chat, and he's not pulling punches. The battle-tested MC just dropped a scathing cartoon-themed diss track titled The Fresh Diss of Bel-Air, targeting Will Smith in response to the actor's now infamous slap of Chris Rock. But it was the bars aimed at the Brooklyn comic that took Polo over the edge. See, what happened was there's been an upsurge of people showing that slap too, and it just triggers you all over again because you see him. It's a hard-ass slap. At the time, we were volleying back and forth and jockeying, trying to figure out. Some of us thought it was fake. Some of us thought it was staged. Some of us thought it was real. And I thought it was real, but you still wasn't 100%. But when you watch it now, and once you know how this all played out, he slapped the shit out of this motherfucker. Like, if you watch it, first of all, it's hard to watch for me because it really irritates me. But he got this guy because he went up. It wasn't like no warning or nothing. He just went up. He Jazzy just slapped it. He just slapped the shit. That shit hit hard, gang. So it is when you watch, you got to take a stand on that. Like if I'm Will Smith, either I really meant that or I'm sorry. You can't be sorry and then back a couple years later now you meant it. Like no, that's trash. That's why people that's why this guy feels away. Let me continue. Just Ice talk. No, I'm sorry. During the live telecast on the 94th Academy Award on March 27th, 2022, Smith walked on stage and slapped comedian Chris Rock across the face. It resulted in a 10-year ban, but Rock never pressed charges. I think he already did 3 of them years, and he's already asking to get back. Like I think he petitioned him to come back to the awards, right? Because it's only 2025, so It's a little early to be trying to get back already, but he's trying to get back. I don't know what he's thinking they're going to do. But let me continue. Not to be confused with producer Marco Polo, known for work with Master Ace, Marco Polovision is a rapper and creator from Brooklyn. He recently dropped a video with Bun B and DMC called Bun DMC. The track, titled as a parody of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, features animated characters like Uncle Phil and calls out Will Smith for what Polo sees as a performative contrition and tone-deaf comeback bars. That's what I said in my video that I did. I said this is Will Smith trying to come back, trying to hit with some hard bars and trying to show the world that he can spit and he can be a real MC. I think he's retreating or regressing into hip-hop as a way. I think his comfort zone used to be rap, and he felt most at home when he was rapping and on stage. So he's trying to recapture that because people aren't really feeding into Will Smith any other kind of way. But his rapping, I heard the album, it was garbage, awful. And the new video was terrible. The one with girls, I don't know, man. Listen, I get it that that Jay-Z and Kendrick told him to be yourself and be true to yourself. But this can't be, this is corny. And even back in the day, this would have been corny. Will Smith would not have been this corny. Will Smith was always corny to a degree, but it still was cool. And a lot of things he would do that even could have been derived as corny, they still was getting radio play. I remember on the radio, they were playing, there's a nightmare on my street, right? Corny as hell, but we fed into it because we knew it was Will Smith and he was comedic, so it was funny. This stuff now ain't even funny, right? It's not even like remotely funny. First of all, he's too old to be acting like he's a teenager. He was a teenager back then, 18, 19 years old. But he's too old to be acting like this. And when I literally watched 3 or 4 back-to-back Will Smith breakdown videos just this week, not even before this guy even dissed him. And it's like you're watching and you're like, gang, we never knew this guy was this sad. He was sad, like he was really doing bad. Like this chick had him messed up. And they saw the video, they showed the video. I just watched one, who did that? Was it Maddie Balls? I think Maddie Balls just had a video. I just watched it like yesterday. And you watch when Jada goes up and starts recording him for her live. And he's like, please don't record me. Don't walk up on me to start recording me. She's like, here we go. She starts treating him like a punk. And he about to cry. It's like, gang, like this guy was really on some suicide. He was really doing bad. I was like, gang, watching his eyes. He's like, please just don't do that. Like this chick had this guy wrapped around like her finger. Like, listen, like it was abusive to me. I felt it. She didn't touch him. I said, this guy's abused in here. So a lot of people are they doubling back. They're showing that Will Smith never really was in control. He was always playing a role, trying to like manipulate the whole. Manipulate is a strong word, but he was trying to put his best foot forward and show you the nice guy side of Will Smith. So that got out of control where he couldn't even be real. He just had to be nice all the time. The only time he even remotely act tough was in bad boy movies, right? He's Mike Lowry. Other than that, he was like always trying to do some role where he was getting nominated for an Oscar. He was sad and this and that. The pursuit of happiness and all this shit. So it was always something where Will Smith was trying to portray something else, but really he was just a sad man with a sad wife. They was separated for years with that August Alsina thing when her son brought August Alsina home and she was like, oh yeah, I like that, right? They was already separated. So Will Smith and his wife have had issues. So I find it crazy that he ran them on stage and slapped somebody for her. They was separated for years. They was doing their own thing. So he ran them on stage and slapped this guy, but it was almost a token gesture because his wife looked to be upset. Because he laughed at first, looked at her, she was like, so then he ran up there and slapped her. It's all performative shit. He doesn't do things for himself. He does things for other people. And this is where we are. So let me continue. This is what Marco Polo is getting at. So let me continue, gang. The track, styled as a parody, features animated characters. Quote, I grew up on both sides of Chris Rock and Will Smith, Polo said in a statement. So when I saw Will Smith hit Chris Rock, it broke my heart. I felt like Will's apology was a little pretentious with all that fake crying and all. I don't know if the crying was fake. I think that Will Smith was really crying as Will Smith. But I think he was crying because he knew he messed his brand up. And his brand is tarnished forever. I don't think Will Smith was crying for Chris Rock. And I don't think he was crying because he slapped this guy. I think Will Smith has a lot of pent-up rage. He been wanting to beat Jada's ass. He just never going to do that. He wanted to beat them kids' ass. He just never going to do that. He wanted to beat Jada's mom ass. He ain't going to never do that. But he got this guy as good, pal. So he was like, listen, you got all that shit out. And then when he looked around the room, people were gasping in the party. He was like, yo, I'm not used to this. I don't see this. This is, people never look at me like this. Right? So he looked at him in disgust. So it was like he's never used to that. So then when he went back, he had time to reflect. He's like, damn, I can never take this back. This is going viral, whatever. 10 times more, it's going to be some other shit. I can never take this back. And I'm hurt about it. I think he was more hurt about his brand and about his image than he was about slapping this man. And I think that's why he was up there crying. But let me continue. Polovision says, what stung more than the slap was Will's attempts to revive his rap career using Rock's assault as a bar double down. That's when Polo decided to act. That's the freestyle. He went on, I don't know, was it Bootleg Kev or wherever he went and did a freestyle, and he started saying, when he said that bar, that's when the problem happened, and it triggered this guy. When he said, if you're talking reckless on that stage, you could expect me on that stage, right? And this triggered me and quite other few people. Let me continue. Quote, the Brooklyn in me felt like I had to speak up for my guy, Chris Rock. He didn't deserve that in the first place. And for Will to add insult to injury and diss him again, nah. So this dude got on some Brooklyn bullshit. He was like, listen, I'm coming. Listen, I'm not playing around with this guy right now. According to Polo, the song took just 20 minutes to write, but his purpose runs deeper. Quote, this isn't about clout. This is about protecting and preserving the culture. White people love to see us going at each other like this, but even they aren't supporting this nonsense, Will. Still, Polovision makes it clear that he's not a hater, recognizing that he grew up on Will Smith's legacy in entertainment and music. So what it looks like is, and what we don't get enough credit to dudes no more. Salute to this guy, right? And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, this is clout chasing, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes, man, you just feel away and you just want to say something. Whether it's gonna get you clout, whether it's gonna get you $1 million or $0. Sometimes you do what you do. And bro put a lot of money into this video, I'm just gonna be honest. But end of the day, sometimes somebody just gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes somebody gotta say something. And bro just said it, and I had already said it that I'm mad about it. So he feel away, and I don't blame him. I have no problem with it. Salute to you, Marco Polovision. I don't have no problem with it. The song is what it is, right? So I thought he did well with it. I thought he was concise. He was very, you know what I'm saying? He made his point. He stuck on topic. He didn't start talking about, you know, come check out my mixtape. He's just like, listen, this is about Will Smith and Chris Rock. And I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They got a whole bunch of flavors, this, that, and the third. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Flares. We talk about all kind of hip-hop related content. Make sure you tune in. All right, I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.